I just realized I forgot to unmute. Hello, everybody. Welcome to a crafting stream with Faye Hunter. Today, we are going to be making this beautiful box right here. The Blue Eyes White Dragon. I cannot get that to autofocus. Really need to look into that. But I've gone ahead and I've separated out all of my trays, or all my, whatever the hell you call these things. So they're all nice and alphabetized. Need to make sure everything's actually under camera, because I need everything to be set up properly, otherwise I'm fucked. I'm also not entirely finished getting ready. Hang on a second, guys. Sounds like everything's going to hell in a handbasket downstairs. uh, uh, uh. That one and that one. Cool. Alright, so. Actually, I need to open up one last thing. That's good. Everything should be relatively good, I think. Got everything open. We don't have avatar. Start that up. Yeah. So we've also got our little instruction manual here, because I can't do anything without instructions. I'd barely be able to change a tire without instructions if I hadn't been ruthlessly enforced or educated by my mother how to do it. Alright, cool. So, what we're going to do, just so that I don't have to work upside down from everything, is we're just going to grab our source here and we're going to flip it. No, not that one.
Oh my, oh my.
Hey, Dina. How we doing? Oh, we need to transform this so it rotates 180 degrees. There we go. Now I can read it and so can you. So, these things are terribly laid out because it's extremely difficult to actually get these things set up properly without still being able to read it. And weirdly enough, I can actually read it better on there than I can on here. Yeah, probably not a great idea then. Alright. So, we're going to scooch this on over. That way we can all sort it. And I've still got this cut on. Or brand recognition is gone. Because I'm Brando. Won't do it tonight because I'm not streaming, but goddamn worst idea I've had. Look, man. You get used to it. Like, I can't honestly remember the last time I was in bed before midnight. Well, at the very least, asleep before midnight. Has to have been weeks ago at this point. How did the rest of your downgraded Roland stream go? Right, so we need a 12 and A4. 12 being this one here. I'll be honest, that camera makes things look better than they look in real life. Because the purple on here is so much more vibrant to purple. Alright, so there's that, and the bottom part of it is A4, which would be this one up here. I need to invest in a set of God hands, which are the clippers that he actually used for this. And then we just also got to remember to keep this hole where the camera can catch it. Well, so far we got to Lucky's. Now we're gonna getting close to hitting Mel. Need to find an explosive artifact though, so the turret can do the work for me on the cars. That's fair. Right, you're not using anything but assault rifles and shotguns, I want to say? Or assault rifles and SMGs? Or is it a brand? It might just be you're only using Atlas. I'm tempted to... you'll be right. You'll get it done. Then we want to take A1, which is this delectable tongue right here. And we're just going to ring this off. Atlas only stuff. Well, you never know. You could get an Atlas rocket launcher. So the tongue hooks underneath like this. Apparently. Alright. Atlas doesn't make rocket launchers. That's disappointing. That honestly already looks fairly dope. I don't think they make revolvers either. Yeah, but honestly, the pistols in the first game kind of suck. Although the revolvers are better than the repeaters. Now we need, for this part... actually, they do have Chimera, which is a revolver. That sounds like a special drop, though. Alright, so we want the base part into A9, which is up here. The heads. A9 first. I also want the Chimera, the best legendary in the game. God damn it. See, I feel like legendaries should fit into a different category as well. Kind of like, hey, I don't see how this brand is actually making a legendary item. That's more in a sense of like, I'm used to fantasy shit where it's like, hey, this was left here from the precursor race who are better at making everything than all the people that are currently around. Cool. Alright, so start with our jaw bit is going to go into the second hole. So it's going to go in right up here. If all goes to plan. No? Is that... That is where it's meant to go. Apparently. Oh no, wait. It's meant to go here. Slightly further forward. The Chimera from Atlas, though, is crazy. I love it. I don't know how S&S have legendaries, but they have a special place in my heart and get the Dowd instead. Yeah, fair enough. I'll be honest, I've never gone like legendary hunting or anything like that. The closest I got was when we were playing Borderlands 2. There's a Moxie gun you can get in one of the quests that heals people when you shoot them with it. And I was playing the Gunzerker, so I'm like, fuck it. Let's just... all of the abilities from this go to this, so we're going to hit you with something really high damage to heal your ass up. Borderlands 1 doesn't really get dedicated drops unlike the rest of the games. Yeah, so. Next up we need a H1. Thank God for alphabetizing. H1 is this one up here. Which gets slotted into the bottom spot. is the one problem I have with these things. I don't have like the fine motor skills to be able to actually work with them properly. There we go. I hope that's the right way around at least. Yes, cool. All right, next up we need A4, which is no A2, which is this one here. Only way I found an easy way to grind it was by being the middle of nowhere and then using the gun sight, save, quit, return, rinse, and repeat. Look, I'll be honest. The only brand I know well just by looking at a gun. Sorry, there's only two that I know well by looking at the gun. And it's not Atlas. It's Jacobs because, well, you and me are both Jacobs people. You know how it be. Especially with Daddy Wainwright. And Malawan. Honestly, the reason I know Malawan is because I actively avoid the shit out of Malawan. As much as I can, I avoid it. Yeah. To be fair, in 2, you can also pick out who, when it's a bandit gun. Because, like, this looks like shit. I'm avoiding Hyperion weapons in 3 now. I have way too many. That's fair. Honestly, except for the fact that they kind of look like Claptrap in some of the games, I wouldn't be able to pick out a Hyperion gun. This is great, by the way, because this is literally what I'd be doing tonight if I wasn't streaming. I feel like there should be something else going inside this. There we go. That looks pretty dope. Yeah, I have a red gun drop, and half the time I don't see it as a Hyperion weapon until I walk up to it. That's fair. Right, next up, we need to find... Oh, we actually bent a page. So I've actually missed a little bit here. So we need to get A3 next. Right here. That'll help us build this out, which is... A3 is this smaller panel here. I got 3 picks on my Borderlands 1 playthrough, so far. There is a Borderlands game-specific chat room in the Hunter Lodge. Like if you scroll down just above the audio chat rooms. Cut the bend and snap. Alright, so this one slots in right here. And then we're done with A for... No, we need the A6 and A7 for the next part. Fair enough. I'm waiting for it. So we got to watch out because it looks like there's actually a little part we got to watch for. Right in it. What the fuck am I looking at? That's either some body horror or some cosmic horror bullshit. It honestly looks like a bad Doctor Who villain. We need anything else from A? No, we do not. So on these, we need to get to G6, which is this one here. Sorry, G9 and G11. Which is these two here. I'm loving these transparent parts as well. So I don't know if you can actually see that, but I like that little transparency. The badass Sakai actually closed the door on him and shot him in the head. He glitched out and his ragdoll gave up and stopped at that. And the second bandit I killed from a distance, I guess its ragdoll broke too and got stuck in the crate. That's terrifying. You need this? Well, that game came out in like, I want to say 2008, 2009, somewhere around there. Like back then, gaming was kind of like the Wild West. You never quite knew what you were going to get. Was 2009. Oh, you was baby. I was in year 11. Yeah, I can remember because one of the guys that I went to senior high with, me and him barely ever spoke at school, and we played that game to completion. But he sucked at it, so I carried the shit out of him. Right, that's that head done. I still feel like there should be something inside, like, the head. Oh wait, we have missed something. We missed the upper mouth. Which is A13, which is this one here. Yeah, you told me you grew up playing it with your dad, and that's awesome. I grew up playing, my shooter with my dad. We had two. And it's to the point where when the movie for one of them came out, it's one of the two movies I've ever seen in cinema with my father. It was the OG Doom games. Played the shit out of those things. Alright, so we've got to kind of slot the mouthpiece into here. Probably shouldn't be using the X-Acto knife to plug it in, but there we go. It's still looking kind of hollow though. Wait, we are also meant to put something from here in it. Easy fix, no worries at all. Alright. I was going to say, it's kind of missing the blue eyes. Yeah, I played a lot of Sins of the Solar Empire Rebellion with my dad too. Now Sins 2 is coming out and he's hooked on that. Nice. My dad hasn't... Oh shit, that went flying. Immediately landed back here. My dad hasn't gamed, to my knowledge, in about 2 decades. Because he gave up on gaming about the same time he gave up on my family. But I have 800 hours in it. Damn. That'd be like a top 3 game for me. Is this the right side? No, that's the wrong side. Right. Some of these parts are so finagly. It's also the only game I have 100% achievements in, but it's not the last. But it's because I got the last one through a mod. I have. So I used to achievement hunt a little bit back when I was on Xbox all the time, and to be fair, I wasn't very good at it. God, will you just go in? So I got 100% on 3 games, one of which including its DLC. I only say that the other 2 didn't have DLC. Right, I'm starting to get frustrated with this shit. Those games were Elder Scrolls Oblivion, or Elder Scrolls 4. Fuck. Sorry, I just lost an eye. God, I need a light under here. That was surprisingly painless. If my chair decides to stay up. Yeah, we 100%ed Elder Scrolls 4. Nice. I'll be honest, I don't even know what kind of game it is. I want to say it's like, nice. I want to say it's similar to Solaris. Like that kind of RTS-y vibe. Well, actually, turn-based strategy, like masquerading isn't a real-time strategy. I've never played either. Though, in a weird turn of fate, I think I might actually have Sims already. Yeah, I do already have it. Never played it, but I've got it. Probably came with a Humble Bundle. Because I used to get like dozens of Humble Bundles. Every Humble Bundle that came through, I was like, yep, I'm getting that now. And now, I'm trying to sell shit through it. What the fuck is with these eyes? But about the Stellaris thing, like, I don't have the time nor the patience for it. My best mate Scarecrow though, fucking loves that shit. But yeah, the other two games that I 100%ed were, and this one's obviously a bit more impressive because with enough patience you can just basically push through Elder Scrolls games. Was Civilization Revolution for the Xbox. Yeah, fair enough. There we go. That's one eye in. Which one of the achievements was win the game in the 4 different ways that you can win. And I did it all on the same save file. Oh, sorry. Or win the 4 ways you can win on the hardest difficulty. Honestly, I think it's more impressive. I did so well in this one save file that I got myself ready to win the game in every way possible. Because to do that, you need to beat every capital of each enemy. Beat the... Get a rocket into space. And build the pyramid. And I can't remember what the last one was. I think it might have just been like financial victory or some shit. Because I know it's like conquest, culture, science, and something else. Fuck these guys, man. So usually when people are making these, they use what are called god hands, which are like little clippers. And they make this a little bit easier to do. But you don't blame your tools. One of the Sins achievement is basically get every artifact in this game And there's 12 in the standard games. I'd need a huge map. And the original game ran on one core, so it was hard to do the way down. Hard to do anyway. And then get all the artifacts. Then. See, when it comes to strategy games, I have two minds. I either much prefer much smaller stuff, smaller style warfare, like your Age of games, especially Age Mythology. Fucking love some Age Mythology. Or, fair enough. Or I like turn-based strategy. Sorry, I just realized I don't have something up. Where the fuck are you? There you are. There we go. Also, listen to the stream bot, guys. If you have a Amazon Prime sub, don't forget to give out your free sub. Don't care if you use it on me or someone else. Just make sure that Jeff Bezos doesn't get to keep that money, because fuck that guy. Fuck you. I'm already getting really tired of this fucking eye. One went flying, one's being dropped. That was perfectly in. I hate these ones where you've got to get the angle just right and it doesn't like specifically sit at the right angle. This sat at the right angle. This would be easy as shit. But it doesn't sit at the right angle. I'd be so pissed if I accidentally popped out the other eye. Here we go. Right. The blue eyes are in blue eyes. He also opens up his mouth so he can go nom nom. That's pretty fucking dope. Right. Next page. So, next up we have the neck. It's going to require H3. Back here. Get rid of the messer. H3, which is right here. And then we need A18. Of course, we need to go back to A. Actually, I'm pretty sure a lot of this is basically all on A. Alright. A18 is this one here. And it goes this way down. Yep. Yes? I believe that's right. No, that's not right. That was right. Yep. That's your first set. We want to get A16. We want to get A16 and A19s. Means we're getting 3 of these. And then 3 A19s, which are these 3. Quickly, because we've got pieces latched on, so. Right, so. These are going to want to go on these from underneath. Doesn't look quite right. Right, there we go. Want it to be like that. Right, so. Next, we want to get the wire that came with this kit, which is around here somewhere. It's on my desk. 1 wire. Perfect for garroting. And we want to get H2. This part looks kind of like a tiny gun. We want to run this through this slot here. Until they're about the same length on both sides. And then we're going to bend them back towards each other. About here. Then we start feeding the. We attach 17 and 14 to it, which are the ones right down the bottom over here. And they are going to just click onto here. Going this way. No? That's not right. Can I not just grab out 14? Maybe I'm just looking at this the wrong way around. This is definitely the spot where that was. It definitely doesn't have that markings on the bottom of it. Looking at the other ones, neither do they. Nor do any of the remaining... Actually, that one does. What are you? You're 17. Where's A17 meant to go? I don't know, but... Ace... Alright, 14's meant to be on the bottom, 17's meant to be on top. I'm a dumbass. I accidentally grabbed up 15. So I've got 15 up there, just remember that. Sorry, looking at the wrong camera. Just remember that. God, everything's so white in this camera. Alright. So we want to just put these here. Have I done this whole shit upside down? No? Turn the part. See, I can't turn the part. Turning the part to make this go the wrong way around. This doesn't make any sense. See, this doesn't work the way it wants me to put it. See, it wants these pieces to be going over the top of that. It also wants those wires to be going away from this. But it can't be doing both. And that's not right, and that's fucking frustrating, and that's not okay. I cannot set this up right without breaking it. See? It's right here. Okay. I think I got this. So we just need to detach this one. Getting too hot in here with that beanie on. Sorry, I put the bottom piece on the wrong way around. Which is unfortunately informed how the rest of it's gone. There we go. So we need this shit to be going this way. Where the fucking you can't? There we go. So now that's in, we can put this in here. Now it's going the right way. Cool. Right, next up, we need to take these parts. We need to thread the wire through these. Inside of these is 2 small holes. Don't know if you can see that, but there we go. And we need to get this wire through these holes. And of course, it needs to be running the correct way. This all works a lot better if you've managed to keep your wires straight and not like a fucking roller coaster track like mine are. Also, try not to cross the wires. It's not going to end well for you. Alright, so there should actually be... I'm a dumbass. I missed a step. We need to remove these. We need to grab out the 820s, which are these 4 matching pieces here. And they're going to get threaded between each of the other parts. Right. Alright, so make sure our wires aren't crossed. Then these need to be put through the spikes on the bottom. We go from that to one of these. Do 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 do. I don't know why, but I think this is like Diddy Kong Country or something like that. Yeah, nice. Close enough. It's Donkey Kong. Alright, cool. And then at the end of it, we're going to put in the part we made initially with A15 on top of it. With the clippy side at the front. But I feel like we put this front. Put this part on after we put the rest of it on. That way we can actually access these little holes a little bit easier. That's the wrong side, isn't it? Alright. Alright, so that is the neck done. Yeah, that's part 2 done completely. Now we're up to the body, which starts with part B. So we're starting with B5, B6, which are these two big ones down here. One, off, two. Next, we want the H's. Again, it's back here. And we want H43 and 45, which, god damn, there's a lot of pieces in this. Sorry, specifically on this rail. That's a lot of fucking pieces. Alright, so this is 43. And 45 would be this one down the very end. Right underneath my face. One right here. Rather than breaking my X-Acto knife, and the Stanley knives come in. Or the box cutters, if you want to call them that. Right. So, 45 goes at the front end. 46. It's weird because it almost looks like... Oh, those are the same piece. Okay, so this one goes here. Goes here. And then we want to get B7 and 8, which is right here. Which are these two up here. I'm just going to throw myself into the Discord. So if anyone wants to come in and talk some shit, they can come in and talk some shit. Alright. So these ones just click on together. And then So do these. And then this is going to just clip on like this, I believe. Should clip on like that. Anyway. Definitely isn't going to clip on this way. Oh, wait, yes, it is. I'm a dumbass. Right, next up we want B3 and 4. We do need one of the pieces from here. We need H44, which is this one right here. Small cut with that, big cut with this. Also, I know I shouldn't be doing this on my mouse pad, but these mouse pads take a fucking beat. So we need 3 and 4, which is these two here and here. Pop this, twist it out. Find the weak spot on here, which is up here. Twist it out. That's good. Right. So these, with the shorter end at the front, clip into here, and this side clips onto there. There we go. Next up, we want to get. So that's that piece, and hit those pieces done for now. Next up, we want to get 842. H42, which would be this big one down here. That's going to be the centerpiece. We then from here want to grab out B11 and 12, which are these two here and here. Right, let's get chucked back in. Need to go to the G range. This one here. So we've managed to snap off a piece of the carriage. There we go. So for the G's, we want G2 and 3, which are these two here and here. Right, back to it. So next up, we want the PC pod. Go back in, which I just need to track down real quick. Most PCs are a lot bigger than this. This is our PC pods. We need to grab 2 of these. Oh. Always be careful with your knives, guys. It's okay, I'm a professional when it comes to knives. So these spikes are going to go onto here. Preferably the right way around. And then a ball is going to go onto each of these parts. It's going to be PCs on each of those. Where'd my other ball go? I grabbed another ball. No, I didn't. Whoops. Yes, I did. Just left it in the thing. Right. That goes on there. Now, that's all of that done. Each of these goes onto the sides of this. Which, honestly, you don't even really need to look when you're making these. You can just about do them by feel for most parts. God. I say that. Now this part won't just go the fuck in.
Oh my.
This is indeed the blue eyes, see? As you can see, right here, blue eyes. How you doing, dude? There we go. So far we've done the neck and the head. We are currently working on their body. Which, even just the parts of this are looking pretty fucking sick. But this part is giving me some massive problems. Ah, of course, of course. Yeah, me and Scarecrow actually dropped by yesterday, I want to say it was. Checked out your base. It's looking pretty fucking dope, man. Today I got myself a bookworm on there. Going with another blue-eyed dragon. Well, it's not white. Right, there we go. Then we need B10 and B1. I did not see your carbuncle. Fuck, I love carbuncles. I will check it out either after the stream tonight or tomorrow. B1 and B10. I'll be honest, I was just after the bookworm because it makes your spells more potent and cost less mana to cost. And considering I'm doing a magic build, it's unnecessary. Like today, I also got the master armor, which, thank God for Scarecrow. I would have been screwed if it wasn't for the lilies that he gave me. So this one is going down the bottom here. I feel like that wasn't really a necessary part, but okay. And this one goes on top. Yeah, I feel like Scarecrow is much more impressive with that shit than I am. No, that was right the first one. There we go. Alright, then goes part 1, which was this one at the front. Alright, so we need part 2 to go in the middle. Yes. No, other way around. I put this the wrong way around? I put that the wrong way around. Well, at least that one's a nice, easy one to click out. Right. And then Spikes go this way. There we go. One mostly done body. Actually, that is the body done. It's not going to take me as long as I was expecting it to. Right, so we want F next, which is A, B, C, D, E, F. I believe that's right. Yeah, cool. So we want F 11 and 10. 11 and 10 is here. I don't know why they don't just put the matching parts opposite each other. But hey, that's just me. No, sorry, they did. I just misread it. So it's 11 and 12, 10 and 9. So if I put that the wrong way around? No, I don't think so. Then we get 8, 9. Sorry, 9 and 10. Already cut 10 out. Which this part goes into here. And then we need 7 and 8, which are here and here. Right. And this one just goes in here. No, wrong way around. There. There we go. So that's the end of the tail. Alright, next we need F13 and 14 and F15 and 16. So 13, 14. And there are 2 wires in this? I only got 1 wire in this. I thought the wire was going to run through the whole body and then out the other end. I only got 1 wire in this, and there's meant to be 2 wires in it. That's fucked. Damn. Yeah, that's legitimately fucked. So this wire should actually be the one going through the tail, not the neck. By the looks of things. But there's no second wire. I got this all out and organized it earlier. Damn it. That's really frustrating. Let's hope that this actually still works without that second wire. I'm honestly a bit doubtful though. Like, I'm okay with missing wires when it's like this improves. This is something to improve the aesthetic of it, but if it's something that you can't actually finish building it without that wire, that's fucked. No, that was the right way around. You know, it doesn't look like there's another way for me to fucking do this. I'm gonna be sending a fucking angry email after this stream. Because there is no way to connect these without the wire. Same with the neck. There's no way to connect the neck without the wire. I'm just gonna check around where I've been with this, which is literally the direct area around where I'm sitting right now. Since I've opened this, it has not left this general area. So if there's a second wire, it should reasonably be here. But it's not. Excellent. Just fucking excellent. Right, well that ruins that. Looks like I can't finish building this whole thing tonight. That is truly fucked. Yeah, that is definitely the wire for the tail, because as you can see, it really gives you a thing to measure it on. I don't know what the fuck I'm meant to do then. What are you supposed to do when they don't send you a wire that's kind of integral to making the fucking thing? It's not just sitting underneath everything? Nope. I'm down a fucking wire. That is truly, truly shitty. I don't know what I can even use to replace it. Fuck. One of you had a wire. No, Shinjabon also came with one less wire than I was supposed to. What the fuck is with these packs and not coming with all the wires they're meant to? The fuck, Bandai? Right, you know, we're going to continue building. This Blue Eyes is just going to be tailless until I can fix shit with Bandai. So, yeah, that's going to be a thing. So, we're going to finish up making this tail. We kind of have to use the neck one, leave the neck one as is. We're going to finish building the parts of the tail. And then we'll move on from it until we can get the actual shit together. But yeah, so next up is, sorry, this whole thing's just left me a little bit frazzled. So we want 3, 4, these middle ones. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Sorry, 1 and 2. The 1 and 2 we need to grab an extra pot for though. Welcome. All right. So it says that there should only be one piece of wire. That's really fucking dumb. We meant to cut this wire or something? Okay, so I'm wrong. So if I'm not mistaken, we're meant to use... So one of these... So we're actually meant to cut this so that one load of it is 105 mil. And the other one is 225 mil. Okay. I'm still not changing that because it's really dumb that you have to do this yourself. I really hate that I have to detach this neck all over again. I'm not wrong. Does this one turn out to be 225 each side? $225. It's a little bit. Seems to be a little bit over 225 on each side. I just want to check before I cut anything. If I didn't, then I would be really fucking dumb. So if we run this through all of the tail pieces, just finish making them real quick. Stop pulling them up to myself to try and get the extra pressure. There we go. So if we line up all the parts in order. So it goes 1, 2, and 3. Yeah, that's far too long for that. Oh, sorry, there's also these two. Yeah. So what we're going to do I'm going to take this, measure it up to the 225, which isn't going to be entirely accurate because this shit is wobbly as hell at this point. But it's right about here. Right. So that was 225 here. Thereabouts. Let's hope I didn't just fuck it up majorly. But knowing me, I probably did. Right, perfect. So next up, we want the next biggest one, which is this one. Which should go in that way. Really rather difficult to see. We'll get to work properly. See, you can't actually see shit. There we go. Right, so that's one more piece of tail. Then this one's next. Then this one here. And then last but not least is this one here. I think. No, wait, sorry, one more. One more thing. And it comes through here. But in a this way, I think? No? In that way. Yeah. And last but not least is this piece. Which then, what do they say to do with that? You then bend the wires over themselves. So they get the fuck out of the way. There we go. Good enough. Right. There's one tail done. Now we're going to remake that neck. But we only need 105 millimeters. So means we need right about here. Cool. That's just this one here. Right. So we're just gonna have to redo this neck real fast. So first things first, this needs to get threaded through here. Also just gonna refocus while we're here though. There we go. That's a bit better. Right. So it's gonna go through here and bend so we can check that they're about the same length, which pretty decently. Next, we want this part to go this way. No, sorry, this way. We want it to go over the back of here. We're not redoing that problem that we had before. And then this part goes on here. Maybe I am doing that wrong. Quick check of the neck. So it should start out and go in. If I'm wrong, then we can always fix it. Not wrong though. Right. Now we just need to run these quickly. That's why I'm glad I have 4 hours to do this, not like 2, 3. If I tried to put that kind of limitations on me, I'd be fucked. That goes through there. Don't want 2 rods going through the same hole. We want it 1 in each, just like God intended. I'm a dumbass. That one goes on, then one of these ones goes on. Right. There we go. So just quickly going to give these a bit of a twist. Just like you do with a piece of thread that you're trying to fix up. For anyone that's ever actually had to thread a needle in their life, you know how much of a cunt that can be. So this goes on. Then this dodgily wobbles on. Then one more of the little ones. And then we finally going to just remove the head of it. And then we just slot these into here. That's right. These are precision sized. Yay. is this? Next. Fuck off, you piece of shit. Nope, that'll do. Brute force on. The back shell can go on, though having it on the right. Fuck you, you cunt of a thing. There we go. That goes on. This slots on this way. And we don't want to forget about the bottom part. Gonna have to just bend that a little bit first. So that this bottom part can actually slot on. You fucking dare come back off, cunt. There we go. Right, there's the neck done. Neck's redone, tail's done, body's done, which means that we can actually start connecting shit up now. So, we want the shelly end of this. You fucking kidding me? No, that's right, that's right. Alright, so this end goes up here. This end goes into the non-spiky end. I put this on backwards. I've indeed put this on backwards. I'm just not doing this fucking neck well, am I? Even with it backwards, it's still not going the fuck on. Touch this for a second. It's meant to be like that. It's most certainly meant to be like that. But that is far too big a hole for this to fit in. What the fuck? That end isn't any smaller. Why the fuck is that so much smaller than this? Ah, that's why. Meant to have a PC on it. My mistake. Right. So we need to grab the PCs back. Grab that PC where the fuck it ended up. Right. So this plugs onto here. Which is then going to go in up here. And then our tail. It's manky ass fucking little looking wires. We're actually going to give them a little bit of a haircut real quick. Just plug into here. It's meant to be that way. No, it's meant to be this way. God, it is painful trying to attach this shit. And there you go. There's our core of the dragon setup. Alright, next up we have our legs. Now that I've finished having a fucking fit, we're done with F, so we can fuck off. Next up we need the B2s, which is the sheet here. And we also need the H's, which is back to this one up here. From B2 we want 17 and 18, which are these ones here and here. We can no longer see probably. So we want this one and this one. I need to get rid of that extra bit that I added to the title here. And into them, we need to add 3 pieces, I think it was. So we need to add 20, 16, and 17. So let's see, 16 is here, 17 is just below it. And 20 is this one over here. Yep. So these two plug into each other. Like so. And this one plugs into here. Somehow. On this side. This goes here. This one goes out the end. Yeah, so this one hooks onto here. This one needs to be actually attached properly. Obstacles. Right, that's that one. Then we also need 29 from B2, which would be this one down here, which is just a knee pad. Or a kneecap even. I'm back way more tired, in a hell of a mood for Sins. So I don't know what I'll be doing besides writing stuff for it. Fair enough. Do you want to see our progress so far? Also, welcome back. Glad to have you back in with us. So, this is our progress so far. We made the entire body for him. Fixed his head, fixed his neck, fixed his tail. Had one anger attack. But hell, that was guaranteed to happen. Oh yeah. This is not my first radio. So, cool little thing. If we just angle this up a little bit. Over there. Sorry, just got to get the right angle. Well, that's why I'm having an issue. I'm upside down. So if we look back here, let me just give you a little bit of a flip real quick. Transform and rotate you 180. So back here, we'll just move my ugly mug a little bit. We actually have a bunch of my Digimon that I've made. So we've got Black War Greymon, who's just up here. Then next to him is Omnimon. Little purple dude is Ava 1 from Neon Genesis. Then we've got Metal Garurumon, Beelzemon, Machine Dramon, and then a Gundam Banshee Unicorn. which is the most complex model that I've ever made. So far. Yeah, there's them. If we just scroll up a little bit. Those are all my easy to make ones. Well, easier to make ones anyway. We have pop vinyls fucking everywhere. There's also a Marcus Phoenix from Gears of War up there. And then right up the very top. Oh, sorry, I did not mean to do that one. No, wrong button. Hang on a second. Need to just fix these up real quick. There we go. Then if we go right up the top, we have more of larger pop vinyls. My Jack Skellington. And the biggest fuck up I've bought when it comes to Gundams, because that's a toy, not a model kit. And I meant to buy a model kit. Then over the other side we have more models and shit, or more pop vinyls and shit. Those are the easiest. They're like entry grade shit. On the shelf beneath them are all bunch of my D&D minis. Nah, I didn't make him. That's the thing that separates them in my head. Yeah, down here we have all the D&D minis, ranging from Niv Mizzet to in the back corner we have a Bahamut and a Tiamat. More pop vinyls. And D&D books. But then we have the piece of Resistance, who is Beast, as my son has decided his name is. Well, we call him Tiamat, Tia Bob, Tia James, Tia John, and Tia Scott. In the names of the 5 heads. Yeah. My Red Dragon head, which is honestly, outside of my computer, is the most expensive thing in this room. With the Psycho Mask that I got as a pre-order bonus for Borderlands 3. Yeah. And I have some more shit that's up above the computer setup, but I can't really show that one right now. But let's just refocus in where we were. Right, there we go. You're dragging. Alright. There we go, much better. Right, now that we've had a bit of a tour of the room. Yeah, I started making these about this time last year. Maybe a little bit before that. Fucking love them. Gives me something to do that keeps my the 180 transform. Oh, right. Thank you. It gives me something to do that keeps my hands moving. Thank you. Because ADHD is all fucking needs to be moving constantly. And also, gets me using knives again. Because I used to work as a cook and I missed being able to use knives properly. Right. That's another page done. Next up, we're going to make the other leg. No, this is the bottom of the leg. Alright, so we want from the H's. Oh, also, if you ever do want to make these, so I lose track of where all of my pieces are, like all of my racks are. So what I've done, and this is the last time I'm going to be adjusting this camera tonight, is I actually just bought a TV tray. It's not a TV tray, a dish drainer, and I've got them alphabetized. So each rack has a different letter on it. Honestly, I bought this today. The rack, anyway. I've been wanting to build this thing for weeks at this point, and I've been having to resist the fact because it's been sitting in my office for about a week and a half, 2 weeks. I have a Macross Fighter model kit I need to do up, but I'm terrified of doing the wrong shit. Go into Amazon, find a distributor named Frontline Hobbies. You know what? Fuck. I'm going to show you some shit. So, this is actually... I'm really lucky. Because this is my local model shop. Alright, we're already here. So we're just gonna flick this open. We're gonna give another display capture. We're gonna give a window capture. And we're gonna be picking up new tab. Cool. Right. So we want. So this is our relatively local model shop. It's dope. It is the biggest one in the Southern Hemisphere. And they sell really cool shit. But you can go onto their actual website. Or we go on to our big friend Amazon's. We go searching for Frontline Hobbies. It'll give out some things from that distributor. Go in here. Oh, it's not actually selling the right shop. But if you can find one that's put out by Frontline Hobbies, you want to search for either EG, if you want to go real easy. I suggest HG. My aunt showed me a place that had very old shit just a few days ago, and it had like everyone, G1 Transformers especially. Nice. But yeah, you want to look for something like a HG model kit, or even like a Pokemon model kit, because they're real fucking simple. I fucking hate things that if you over swipe, it gets rid of it. So if you get like one of the Pokemon model kits, they are really simple, really quick, and it's a good way to like get your hands used to what you should be doing. Me and my son do them. So like we've done this Rabbit is actually Skull Bunny. It's actually on the shelf above me right now. And there's also it's not on here because it was a special give out one. Also, I'm definitely getting this. They brought out a special Pikachu that's sleeping. It's also up on that shelf. You can actually see it on the camera right here. It's on the yellow blob here. Sleepy Pikachu. Yeah. Also, because I like scamming Amazon out of money, if you sign up for the Amazon affiliate program, or hell, tell me what you want, you can actually give either yourself or a person that makes things like this that you know some extra coin. Like, it's not much because Amazon, but less money in Amazon's pocket, more money in makers' pockets. It would probably be easy to do those for sure, and be better than do that than the model cars my dad shoved onto me to work on. Look, I'm not saying do this forever. I'm just saying this is a good starting point. Also, with the fact that I can only see like up here of me and then my hands, I feel like the Swedish chef. You put the pork in the chicken, and the pork, and the pork, and the pork. Alright. Focus. Focus. Alright, so we're off the H8s, H18s, and H19s. Alright. Oh man, honestly, I fucking love... No. 100% okay. I fucking love the Muppets. So, you being Aussie would know about Supernova, I assume. Comes around the country every year. It was basically our equivalent of Comic-Con until we actually got a Comic-Con. But Comic-Con is still smaller in Australia than Supernova is. So a few years ago, a friend of mine was starting up a game shop called Vault Games up in Brisbane. Absolute top bloke named Dylan. If you're over in Brisbane CBD, hell yeah. If you're over in Brisbane CBD, go check him out. It's one of those great things where like you go downstairs and it feels like you're going into some nerd dungeon. Excellent. Go have a look at their stuff. They are absolutely dope. But I was at Supernova, hell yeah, helping them out with their store and running some Magic tournaments. Because I used to be really into Magic drafting back in the day. We want H8 up here. And I decided I was going to get photos with a couple of cosplayers. The first people that I saw were dressed up as Bunsen and Beaker. And I have made it my life's mission to get as many dope cosplayers dressed as Muppets. Sorry, to get photos with as many dope cosplayers dressed as Muppets as I can. My big targets... That was it. My big targets for it, though. So this is meant to go this way? No, this way. Sorry. It's meant to go like this. The ones that I really want to get are the Swedish Chef and Sam the Eagle. Which is basically how I think Seymour from Final Fantasy IX speaks. Everything's just disgusting. Right. So that goes there. No, that's the wrong way around. That is the wrong way around. So the bump here needs to be going the opposite way to this bump here. I'm still waiting for the next Comic-Con Supernova so I can wear my Shelly Gnome outfit. I don't know who Shelly Gnome is. Cheryl Gnome. Actually, I think you said that was one of your Macross characters? I even got a wig for it. Missing earring though, and I'm way too poor to get any of that. Honestly, if it's a silver earring, you get either aluminium or like not can aluminium but proper aluminium, or some cheap steel filament. You can make it pretty easily with a solder. Cool. At least I'm not going completely crazy. Alright, next up we need B20 and 19. I haven't been to a Supernova in years. I can still remember the first one that I went to though, because my friend Taylorsaurus, who is he's the Pachycephalosaurus down over there. Yeah, that way. He and the two of us were going to Supernova, so he crashed at my place, and we got up to catch the train down. And us being fucking idiots, left it to the absolutely last second to go. That way? I'm looking at the wrong one anyway. Right, so we want it to be... Let's... This way? No, it's this one. It was this one. Okay, this one goes here. Yeah, fair enough then. So we will wait to the last second to leave, and then we start absolutely bolting for the train station. And Taylorsaurus back in the day was not fit, not at all. His Penny has been great for his exercise. I don't have my ears pierced, and I never want to get them pierced. I wish they were more cosplay earrings with clips. Make clips for them then. Just get earrings. Literally just glue a clip on. Or you can glue you can cut off the piercing bit with a pair of wire cutters and glue a magnet to it. Put a magnet on the other side of your ear. That's the thing. Don't need actual clips. Magnets. Magnets are a great thing. So we're running to catch this train. Pop-Tarts in hand, because, of course, Pop-Tarts in hand. I think that's right. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Cool. And I start getting yelled at because we get to like the end of this bridge to get to the platform right as the train pulls up. And I bolt, which, mind you, I was in a lot better shape at the time. I bolt, I get to this train, and I'm standing there holding the door, puffing my ass off. And the conductor comes out and starts yelling at me for holding the door. And it takes a good few minutes. And then Taylor gets down to me, and I'm like, But finally, get on the train, and yeah, it was a fun day all around. So we're up to the foot, which requires H21 and 22. Is this one here and this one here. I'm also thinking that for the next time I do this, I need to have a screen down here that has chat on it. So I'm not constantly having to look over here. Sorry. Yeah. We need something down here with chat, so I don't have to look over here. Just realized that you can't see what the fuck I'm talking about. Well, you could see my hands. The first button. Alright. We're going to need that. We need 23 and 24 and... Sorry, B23 and 24. As well as E11. So we'll start with B23 and 24. B2, 23 and 24. These ones here and here. There are footicles. Magnets, eh? I might have to see what I can get because I don't know how heavy the ones I might get are. Get stronger magnets. Like, you'd be surprised how stronger magnets you can buy online. Right. We cut the gaps out. We lay... I'm surprised that the bottom side of this isn't also attached the same way. Alright, cool. So, feet attached. It won't. See, I'm lucky in this regard. I got my ears pierced before I can remember getting them pierced. Like, we're not doing that to our kids. That's D. Sorry, that's C, that's D. This would be E, I believe. So we want E11 now. Up here. Which is this one here. Right. Then it goes E11 onto here, which is then going to be hooked onto short end of this one. But also, I'm a big fan of piercings and tattoos. Like, respectfully if you don't want to get them. But I love my tattoos and my piercings. There we go. One leg. You just need to get B through 30. Here's this one here. Is there a specific reason you don't want to get pierced? And is it just you don't want to get earrings or just no piercings at all? G8, G10. Is this one here. So this hooks onto this, nice and snugly. Which is then going to hook onto the back of here, like that. And that's a leg done. Love the fact that it can just stand by itself. Right, next leg. Gonna need the same shit. So we need H36, which would be this one here. Heard a lot of horror stories about piercings and while they're super neat and stuff. Never dedicate to piercings. Plus, like with tattoos, only saying she'll disown me if I do either, so it's pretty discouraging. I'm not gonna say anything. Also, I had some random woman after a funeral ask my mother say her ears were perfect for earrings and she'd never have been interested in it. Like bad time, bad woman, bad timing. Right. I don't agree with people guilting people into making choices or not being able to make choices. That's where I'm gonna stop. Because I know me, I will start ranting and rambling. We want 30 and 31. And that's not what we want. Like, although, I can remember my sister actually told this story at my aunt's funeral. Because my aunt, we are here for chill vibes only. Yeah, exactly. My aunt also very anti-piercings. And my sister fought tooth and nail with my mum to be able to get a nose pierced when she was 15. And we went to my aunt's house after she got it done. And my aunt was not impressed, to say the least. We want B2, 15, and 16. Which are these two here and here. So my sister goes up to my aunt after a couple of hours there. We used to go over there all the time. And she said, Auntie Ann, I got my nose pierced. And my aunt just absolutely fucking dead eyes her and says, "Oh, I see." And that's all that was ever said about it, and that's all that ever needed to be fucking said about it. It was excellent. And just says so much about my aunt. I loved my aunt to bits, but she was so straight-laced. Alright. So we want the small one going through there. Sorry, small one going through there. This needs to be rotated in so that clicks in, then rotates, so it's straight down. Leg clicks into place here. We'll give this a bit of a wiggle wheel. Right, next up, we want, I'll scooch this back over. We want 34, 41, and 35. Back on this part. So, 34, 35 here and here. Also, you say we're not here for anger. Ooh, you should have seen me a little while ago. I was trying to get wire to work. Did not go. Yeah. Fair enough. There's a reason that it's the aunts in my family that disapprove of this shit, because my mom is tatted and pierced, so she can't say shit. Heat shirt back over there. And we want to make sure, once again, that this bump goes the opposite way to this bump. And I'm sorry for the ads. I think the most my mom has is pierced ears, and even then she won't wear earrings often, if at all. My wife got pierced when she was a, can't remember age child. Doesn't wear them at all. She just doesn't really like jewelry. Which, fair enough. It would make my life so much easier for presents if she liked jewelry. Because I'm great at picking jewelry. It's about the only thing I can pick on. Oh, we missed one. We want 28. We've got to put the kneecap on this guy. So this one should be on here. Alright. So next up we want, back over here, we want 13 and 14, which are 13 and 14 of these first two pieces. Fair enough. Here, my wife is also very supporting of myself. So, like, she 100% supported me spacing. Like, these come and go, honestly. Probably should have done that side because you can actually see it. But, and that's mostly because I forget to put them in for a large period of time and they just shrink. You like that in that piece? Yes. Cool. That goes in there. We want this piece here to go here. And then these ones go matching. Yeah, it's very much it's your body, it's your situation. Like, we stopped at this tattoo parlor the other day because our local shopping center has a tattoo parlor in it. And I saw this, it's a candied apple, but it's a horror themed candy apple. Like, it has fangs and, well, not fangs, it has like fucked up buck teeth and shit. And it is excellent. Exactly. It's your body. And without missing a beat, I'm like, I fucking need that. And it's not her cup of tea, but she's like, you fucking get it. I'm like, fuck yeah, I love you. Alright, so next up, we are up to the foot. So we want H's again. We want 32 and 33. Go backwards, which are these ones here and here. So I'm just going to cut this here, here, and here. Whew. And here, here, and here. I found earrings though, $38 Australian. I can never have anything cheap. That is cheap. The cosplay shit, that is cheap as chips. Right. Then we want to come into here. We want to get over our feet. Cut that. Yeah, fair. That is a very cheap outfit. I think so. I've only actually really cosplayed once. It was a Jack Skellington. The costume is still in my cupboard. Well, most of the costume is still in my cupboard anyway. And it was like $160. And that's like jackety and what up, Leo? Jacket, bow tie that goes out to fucking here. Right, that's not working.
Oh my.
How you doing, darling? Sorry, let's just fix this so it works properly, and then I'll give you a stretch that you're after. Also, Leah, yes, it wouldn't be my streams if you didn't flash me. We want to put that to like 9%-ish. I don't know. Done, done. Refresh. Just give that one a test. Yep. Ah, fair enough, fair enough. I'm guessing it'll work. Is he feeling better? Alright, let's give it a stretch. Right. So next up we need E, which is back to this one here. Which I'm gonna guess we need this piece over here though. Number two. Number 2. Sleep. He's feeling better, but he's going back to work till Monday. At least he gets a good long week off. So I feel like he's probably going a little bit stir crazy. Although he's probably just playing a massive amount of Diablo. Right. That one goes there. This one goes back there. Cool. Right, so we need... That needs to stay on there. Ah, shit, the next part fucking broke. Right, best of luck again, because I have stuff to link up to my Google Docs. Hey, you'll get rich. Sooner or later, everyone needs to get rich. Or die trying. And Crossing Island has never looked better. Love to see it. There we go. Sorry, I just needed to adjust the neck a little bit. Because this part has fallen off again. Also, Tina, I blame you for me saying that. I never used to say you love to see it. And what are you up to on this fine day, Miss Liv? Well, fine Eve for us, but fine day for you. Breakfast? Late breakfast? I feel like it's like 11 o'clock over your end. Trying not to judge. Or is it one of those situations like you're having lunch, but it's your first meal of the day, so you're calling it breakfast? 1 p.m. I feel like that's not breakfast. Alright, just quickly, I need to double check how this was meant to go. So it's meant to go. It's actually significantly betterly attached. It's attached significantly better now. There we go. Alright. So now, small end goes here. Long end goes into the foot. This end goes into here. Woke up at like 12 because I couldn't sleep till after 4 a.m. because of a migraine. You need to go see a doctor about those migraines, honestly, man. So am I. What's your point? Sorry, that was rude and dismissive. But even still, you should go see something for that. Like hormonal or not. That seems like you've got a hormonal imbalance and not just that kind of hormonal imbalance, like a properly done one. Is this meant to go up or down? Down. There we go. 2 legs done. Next up, we need to attach the legs to the body. So now he's basically a T-Rex. What are those robo dinosaurs you used to be able to get back in the early 2000s? Right. Right, I need to have tiny ass arms. Where the fuck's my phone anyway? I'm taking a photo of this and send it to the thesaurus. Now, seriously though, I'm sorry that you got a migraine. I gave my one to my cousin because he wanted it. What? What did you give to your cousin? Sounding a little bit Alabama-y. Oh, the robot dino. Oh, I was a little bit concerned about what we're being told for a second. Alright, we want 13, 14, 15. Which is 13's here. And 14 and 15 of these two. Sorry, I know you're not Welsh. It's fine. It shouldn't imply that that's the kind of thing that you guys do. I need to stop insulting groups. So I used to work with this guy, also Irish actually, named Niall, who was engaged to a woman who had the same last name as him. And God, did we give him shit about it. And every time we brought it up, he's like, no, we've checked. There is no relation for like at least 4 generations. Well, at least we know your number where you think it's not okay anymore. So next up, we want more H's actually. H's and E's. So we need H9 and 10. Actually, we also need one of these PCs. Just grab up another PC. Plug it onto, which side is it? Onto this bit. Are you looking forward to going into our next Final Fantasy game? I sure as fuck am. I haven't played Final Fantasy X in yonks. Alright, so we want H9 and 10, which is here and here. You vibing? Fair enough. I like this. It's a nice chill end of game. Like, I'm calling this our palate cleanser. This is a good way to just move on from what we were just doing. Chill out for a little bit. Build some shit. Make our background look nice. This is going to be going on that shelf right there. Very dark for you guys, but right beneath the yellow spot. Right in there. It's got to go with all the Digimon that I've got. We want E10. E10, E12, and E7. Which are E10, E12, and E7 up there. Also, I regret not making a masturbation joke now. You vibing? No. Hell no. I don't have steady enough fingers to paint. No, so luckily, this guy is almost entirely white. So this is the color he's meant to be. But there are some colored highlights and some transparent highlights. So like, his eyes are a really nice blue. But the rest of him is basically all white, except for the underside of his wing. Or actually, looking at it, just solid part of his wings are not blue. Right, so we want the small side on this side. Ooh, Also, I ordered something today. Last night, actually. Um, Neither, but I do nail art is a thing, and as a nail tech, I got her. Fair enough. That looks about right. Looks right enough. So last night, on top of indulging in some Prime Day sales, I ordered one of our beanies. So I'm gonna get a sample of the merch so we can have a look at how it looks and how it feels. Chuck it up on the stream. It's gonna be good. Oh God, my back. Right, 7. This is gonna go on the spike. Pretty sure this is just meant to be the elbow. That makes that look like it's the wrong way around. That is the wrong way around. That makes sense. You're gonna have to tell him offline. He's not here right now. I don't think. Yeah, there's no red chocobo down there. He's not online. And you want model kits for Christmas? Think that's right now? Yeah, that's right now. You want the beanie? Fair enough. I'm planning on doing some. Actually, both the kids are at daycare and Ush tomorrow. I might work on making some more merch tomorrow. Get some shirts, get some different designs out. I have an idea for one. It's just going to take a little bit of finagling on a computer. Yep, so that's all on. Next we need B2 32 and 31. Which, if you'll give me a second, this goes in here. B2 30 and 31 are these ones in the corner. Also, this is something I've been trying to think of lately. A lot of people have names for people that watch them. Like, usually bigger streamers than me, but hell, it's not a bad idea to start thinking of things like that. Think big. And all that jazz. Like, Ludwig has Ludbuds. I don't know what I'd call you guys. Apart from my friends. God, that sounded sappy. Alright. We need G's. These are prepared earlier. We want 12, 13, and 14, which are these three alongside. The phase, the hunters, the chaotic. The last one definitely seems the most appropriate. Like, I thought the hunters. Also, if it was the phase, it would actually just be the fae. Partly for legal reasons, because phase is a whole thing. And plural of fae is fae. Probably just for the different vowel at the end of it. Just got to find the right spots for each of these. That one goes on there. This one goes over here. Actually, these are hands. These are its claws. No, this is neither. This is its shoulder. So this hooks onto this up here. It ends up looking like that. Next, we need to get back to the E, we need to get the hands, which are here. So for this one, we want 9 and 8, which are these ones on this side. I think I might have left my playlist and actually gone to the proper songs. Oh no, cool. Right, so we want that. We want these ones over here as well. No, these are just the normal songs. That's not right. Yeah, fuck it. In for a penny, in for a pounding. Right. So this hooks onto here. The 4-fingered head. So we also need to get H20, H11 and 12. Which are 11 and 12 are here and here. That's not good. That just flew off. So I'm gonna just put this through here. So what's for breakfast? Bit of a delayed question considering how long ago you said you were having breakfast, but still. Oh. Right. So just click these together. Cocoa Pops and tea. Nice. For fuck's sake. Cocoa Pop Pantes. So that goes there. This one goes. Oh, the claws just pierce into you. Word of warning. This kit is actually very painful. So it is also meant to be the short one into the hand, the long one into the arm. So you should end up, in the end, something that looks a little bit like this. Spikes on the arm, shoulder, clawed, gnarly ass hand. Honestly, this would make for a dope D&D mini. His chest is on upside down. Oh shit. Pull back the neck again. Fucking cunt of a thing. I'll be happy when I never have to fucking deal with this neck again. On the plus side, with how much this is getting pushed down, it's getting easier each time to get it down. Sorry, reattaching neck. Like the 5th time now. Why you don't move these things after you've finished making them. Alright, cool. So that's its right arm. Done and hooked on. Right, it has relatively short arms. We are making ourselves a blue-white white T-Rex. Right, next up is the left arm. Start with, we want our H's again. We want this time 28 and 29. Which are these ones here. Right. Then we want 23. This one here. Also, this is one of my least favorite habits of mine. Whenever I'm focusing or concentrating on something, I play with my tongue bar. Bugs the shit out of me. Right, next up, we want H26 and 27, which are down here. Alright, then we need E. So for this one, we want 1, 2, and 3, which are 1, 3, and 4. But still. Also not in that order. I either play with either my nail extensions or my stretches when I focus. Yeah, most of the time when I'm concentrating, I'm doing something with my hands. The only reason I don't do anything like that. Plus, like I know a lot of people that chew their nails when they're focusing on things. Can't do it. Also, that reminds me, I need to do my nails before I do this next time. Right. So we get this into the bottom of here. And then with this part poking or aiming away from it. Right. Try the other way around. But yeah, I'm terrified about my stretches falling out if I play with them too much. But I wouldn't know what that's like. I've never had nail extensions done. All natural. Or fucking terrible, actually. So we're going back to the B set. So this time we're grabbing these ones over here, which is going to finish off B2. Means that these ones can connect together. And if your nails feel stubby, why don't you either give yourself some nail extensions, because you can claim it as practice, or go get some nail extensions. I'm guessing it's going to be their cost prohibitive kind of situation. So we want these 3 again. I will be doing my nails at some point. So it's a find the motivation kind of deal. Gotcha. So the big one's the middle one. Then this one goes there. And this one goes here. Cool. We also need to grab one of these PC ones, which is the last PC one that we've got. It's going to just hook onto the solid side. Then it's the wrong way around, isn't it? Right, now that we've realized, we've just got to flip this. God damn it. One of my lights just ran out of juice. I know it's a great thing because it means that they've made the models well, but God, I wish these were easier to separate. Also, I officially hate this camera. I look so washed out. I swear I'm not that into My Chemical Romance. There we go. So we want to flip it so that that way is up. That way goes down here. That way this hooks onto the top. Cool. Then this is going to go in up here. And we just got to make the head. And we're good. We need H so we can make the connector. It's going to require 24 and 25. Yep. These two tiny ones down here. We're going to hold them down so they don't go flying away this time. That sounds really SA. Right. So, next up we need to make the hands, which is the last two pieces on here. And the fact that we're going to have less pieces left up here than we have in the box. Sorry, less rails. So we want two pieces of the hands. That was nerve-wracking. It snapped and I thought it was actually the piece that broke. Hand base, hand top. That's that rail done. Clip on in. Then small end into the hand. Long end into that. And ooh, elbow pad back on. And hey presto, we're done with the other one. Give it all a little bit of a push to solidify it in place a bit. Nail glue for tips is great for little breaks. Nice. I'm not sure if you're talking about little breaks in the model or in my nails. But either way, nice. Right, so we are up to the wings. I'm pretty sure are the last part. Almost. The wings in the stand. Cool. So we are up to... Yeah. So next up we need H and then C. So we want H4, 7, H4, 6, and 7. So that's this one here. Got 4, and then 6 and 7 of these two. 4, 6. Ah, fair enough. Yeah, honestly, I've been pretty good with cracking the model. Like, I don't think I've had a proper crack in any of them yet. And if I have, I've been able to hide them well enough that I'm good with them as they are. Thanks for the tip, though. It's very appreciated. Right, so we want the 8 and 12 next. She cover band. This one goes. Oh wait, there we go. C8 over here. I need to get nail glue for some of Surge's models so I can pick them. Fair. I'm sure he would appreciate the fuck out of you fixing this shit for him. I'm sure he will find a very fun way to thank you for it. Alright. Now I'm going to stop being so sleazy. This goes into here. This one goes up here. Probably be a singer in a trashy cover band. Why are you not fitting properly? Did it matter which stuff you put in? That's unfortunate. Why you not go on? Definitely the right way around. There we go. Perfect. Next up we want C7, C1. 7 is, that's 6. 7 is... Well, here's 1. So since we need 1 as well, let's get out this giant ass wing piece. Look very carefully so we don't accidentally snap anything. Because this, you can feel how... Holding it, you can feel how fragile it is. This one here is 7. Makes sense, considering it's right next to the 8 that I took out before. And we need H5. Also, this is more tiring than any of the gaming streams we've done. Except for the 12-hour one, but I'd hope that would be the most tiring stream that I've ever had. Alright. So... I'm gonna guess it goes like this. Stop guessing. Wants to be like this. No, it wants to go like that. Alright. easy one. So this one goes into this with this. This one goes into here this way. And this one goes into there. It works very bat-wingy. Right, so next up we need to pull out the only thing that I left in bag is the wings. Which, honestly, these things look spectacular. They're opaque, translucent, they look, even feel nice. Right, so this one needs to go. No, hold it. Oh, there's a cross on the end. Do 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 do. All right. Get in there real nice and deep, black pin. Sorry, for the ones on the actual wing itself, there isn't actually a hole, there's a cross. Like, I want noughts and they gave me crosses. Alright, cool. So, for the other side of things, we need C11, which is we need C6 and C11. C6 is this big long one. Giggity. We'll leave that one for a second. We'll just clean this up real quick. Much better. Son of a bitch. Alright, so that gets us all the way to here. Now we just need to grab the other C piece, which... where the fuck did I even put the C grid? Here we go. Did we take off C7? No, we don't need 7, we need 11. This one down here. Right. So we've got that now. We need G4. Which is this one here. Which goes into...
Oh my.
Hey, Silver. How we doing, dude? God damn it. So, this has to go into there. That ain't gonna help. Right. God damn it. Open up, you son of a bitch. You know what? Pull it up from one end, work our way back. Seems like the way to go with this. Ow. So, are you meant to go in that way? I'm sorry that this isn't really entertaining. Kind of a bitch for me right now. Ugh. Well, maybe at the very least, the pieces I'm pulling are entertaining. Oh shit, what's happened now? That's unfortunate. Pardon me. How the fuck is this meant to go in? That talon just launched. Not in a little way. Swear to God, if I've lost it now, I'm gonna be pissed. I can't even use that as a torch now. Shit. I'm gonna go grab my phone so I can use it as a torch. I'll be right back, guys. I need to find the torch. Cool. There we go. Right. So, where was I? This is meant to go down the bottom. There's actually a slot in it, in the wing itself. Very fucking frustrating. It doesn't seem to be the right size to fit into this gap. Problem I don't have very often. It was meant to be G4. I did grab G4, right? Yep. Meant to sit just behind there, which it currently is. Poking in a thatward direction. Currently is. And yeah, it is meant to go like that. But I cannot get it to go in like that. Here we go. All right. Alright, so we're just going to be starting from here. I'm pretty sure I just broke a piece off. Excellent. We can still make it work. So this has to go in here. That gap goes into that. Then we need to make sure that all of these pieces line up perfectly. It's not even the side we want this to be on. We want this to be on here. Need to make things very difficult right now. So pin 1 is on. Pin 2 is on, pin 1 is off. Pin 2 is on. Pin 3 is on. 4 of them. Now, this gets put here. All pins are still on. This gets secured on with this. Starting down this end. Oh, a bitch. And there we go. Top end of the wing is done. Now we need C9, C3, C2. We know not to do that again next time. So here's C9. Here is C. What's the next one? C10. One down here. C4 is this one over here. C10. Sorry, C4. C4 yourself. But this piece is the absolute bomb diggity. So C10, I'm assuming would go out this one. Alright, so these are actually meant to be the second side of it. C9, C2, C3 are actually what we want right now. Put C9 there. There's C3, here's C2. And they go with C2 at the top. Along there. Then C3 next. It's not even a pin at the far end. Odd. But okay. And then last up is C9, which goes on here and along this last set of holes. Ending up looking something akin to this. So I still feel like that should... Yeah, this should have a... Well, it does have a cross there. Cool. So weird that's the only one that has the cross. Now we just match up the ones that are the... Each one should be just a tiny bit longer than the other one on the opposite side of it, because of the wingtip. And the last one is C5 at the end, which is the end of this first C. I swear this wing has taken almost as long as the rest of the model. And that is one finished wing. So we'll just fold this all in. We have the last side of this. And we want to grab this one here. And the second side always goes a little bit faster. This one's D. Don't want any D's nut strokes. Please, you're above it. Please don't make me wrong. So, we want D12 and D8. 8 is here. 12 is this one down here. And then from the H's, we want 37, 39, 40. So that's 40. That's 39. Learn from my mistakes. And 37 is this one here. Grab this one out. I know for a fact we're going to need this again in a second, so I'll leave it right there. You're about 10 seconds early with the D's nuts requests. Oh, Surgeon just broke up. Got it. Sorry, had to. Alright, so we clip these two together. Then we hook disappointing for you, obviously. Right, so this one goes here, this one goes here. And we put these all in as flush as we can. Might need to give it a little bit of a wiggle. There we go. Next up, we want D11, D6, and H38, which is our weird looking friend up here. And that's the last H as well. Almost like we're getting to the end of the model. So H38, we want D11, which is D11 is down here, which is this one here. I know I've got it upside down, but 11's kind of the same both ways. We also want D6, which is the bottom one. Alright. So now, we take this and this. We want to hook, as it shows over here. We want to take this and hook it onto the more bulbous end, which is down here. We want to hook this onto down up here, like that. And this needs to go on there. Right. Now, before we do anything else, that's the last G piece. This is getting propped straight in there so we don't have to detach this whole thing. And we want to get our wing. Love how this feels. Alright. Start at the end. So there are little X's here. I'm just opening them up a little bit. Just so that these bars can go through them a little bit easier. Then we want to go straight on through. Oh, fuck. Alright, so the wing just broke. It's okay, we can fix that. It's okay, it's okay. No need to freak out. And yes, I am speaking more to myself than I am to you. It's just a meta commentary on the fragility of life. Alright. That's all set up. Don't need nail glue. We're gonna be fine. Trust me. Now we need D7 and D1. This one up top is D1. Couldn't tell. It. Alright, there we go. Straighten it up a touch. There we go. Can't even tell that it's broken. Right. Next up, we need D7, which is this one up here, which goes over this. Also, I am very surprised at how calm I took that. I'm honestly surprised. I'm not freaking my shit out. There we go. D7 is now attached. Now we just need to do the crosses. So our first ones are numbers 1, 6. Sorry, not looking up there. I should be looking down here. We want 5, 4, and 10. They're going to be going on this side. Well, it's all attached to the same spot. So as long as we didn't break the other side, it comes across fine. So again, 5, 4, and 10. Which are, we'll just move this out of the way. 10 is this one down the bottom. Sorry, 5 is this one down the bottom. 5, 4, and 10 is this one down here. Five out. That's our long one. We just got to be a little bit more gentle with the rest of this. We don't accidentally throw it out. Then we get 4. Which is our middle one, which goes through the cross. Like so. And our last one is 10, which is this one over here. which just goes onto the last one.
Dildo P is now following.
I'm sorry, what is now following? What the hell were they following on? Alright. Hi, Dildo. How you doing? Sorry, just trying to find where I have Twitch up. That'll do. Didn't come up on either of these, and that's not okay. Yes. Cool. Right. So, next up we need these ones which are our connectors. And we don't really need to look at where they're going to be going because, again, it's just a size matching game. This one's the smallest, so it goes in the smallest one. So I'll be honest, I didn't realize I had a text to speech that follows. Right, and the last bit of the wings. And we're good. So, now what we're doing is we're just attaching in our wings. As you can see right here. So, this actually our left wing. So it's going to go over there. And this is our right wing. So it'll go over here. Spikes above, below. Spikes meant to be in front of it. Cool. Oh, shit. This is the issue with these models. One wrong move and an arm pulls off. Yeah, how did that arm even go? Oh, stayed on there. Cool. Alrighty. And for the most part, that's our model done. All that's left to do now is build our stand. Which conveniently this actually comes with one. Most model kits don't, for the record. But Bandai has been delightful enough with this Blue Eyes to actually provide some sand. Actually a fuckload of sand shit. So we just need 27, 28, 23, and 29 for the first part. That's 27. 28. 29 is one of these. And last but not least is 23. All right. So 20. 23 goes into here. Through there. 29 is then going to hook onto 20. Sorry, 28 is going to hook onto 29. No. First, we also want to put 29 onto here. Right. Next, we want to do the same thing with 26, 27, 25, 26, the other 23, and the other 29. That's just this side. Right. And then the other 23, which is over the other side. Rotate off there. The other 29. Rotate off there. Let me do the same thing over here. No, it's definitely this one. That goes there, this goes here. That goes into the trash. This one goes down here. Yes. That holds that in place. This hooks onto here. And then we need 19. So we can use 19, 17, or 13, depending on what size we want. Which are 19, 17, 13. We're going to go with 19 to start with. Because that's what it says to use. We're also going to want to get number 21, which is this one over here. And our actual base. Currently hooked on the previous piece. So we get this, plug it into here, plug this into here. I'm getting messages about D&D shit. Not the time. This needs to be facing the opposite way. So we need the grooves on here to be facing the grooves on here. And this hook part that we put on there actually holds this part here in place. So that's how you tell, sorry, this hook part here, if you slide it all the way in, will hold this piece in place and it'll set the position. So for example, we want this to be in something like this position. And then again, grooves have to be facing each other. That means we need this to be here. This gets plugged in. This basically just gets held in place where we want it to be. So we're going to go for like here-ish. Give it a bit more height. Then we need to get 12 from that sheet, which is 14, 12 is here. This can go back in there. And last but not least, we need... Actually, we can do this 2 different ways. Do we want to have it from underneath there or from on the back? I'm thinking we're going to have it on... Yeah, with that positioning, we could have it like this. Yeah, we'll do that. So we're going to be taking out... There was a piece that we put in here earlier that I didn't know why the fuck we were putting it in separately. Which was right here, right on the crotch. So we're taking the crotch out of the dragon. We're getting the replacement crotch. Which, I joke about this, but it's so much worse. Because... Of course it is. It now has a forward-mounted attachment poking out of said crotch. I had to make it weird, didn't I? This just pokes into there. And there we go. Don't want the arms falling off. Don't worry about him, he's armless. And hey presto, we are done. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the Blue Eyes White Dragon. Mounted and ready for all to play with. Actually, not to play with. Mounted for all to see. And that's where we're going to leave it for the night. We're going to find somebody else to raid into that's also doing Gumplery stuff. Alright, we need to just find somebody to raid into. Hey, there's me. I don't see anyone else making Gunpla stuff. So let's go for... No, let's go to these dudes making Lego down here. Where were you? Oh, you're not speaking English. Sorry. One of my requirements. You're also not English. You're making the Going Merry. As long as you don't have follower only chat, we're rating into you. You're not English. God damn it. I know this sounds terrible, but it has to be English. Because I'm going to be watching and I want to actually be able to understand what they're saying. You're American. I'm sorry, I saw Dodge Charger and just assumed. That's on me. Where the fuck is somebody that's actually making something? Ooh, cosplay. Ooh, big balls. Right, everyone in here is speaking English. That'll work. Only DS Gaming. We're gonna rate into that. Right, so you guys know the deal at this point. We'll be back on Saturday, starting up Final Fantasy X. Sorry for the scuffed as fuck stream. If you've enjoyed what you've seen, don't forget to hit that follow button down below. We'll be back on Tuesday with some Borderlands. I've been Faye, you've been awesome. Don't forget to check us out on the YouTube and jump into the Discord. I'll see you all next time.